Today on MOE'S Toy Room, we're going to unbox from Trick or Treat Studios. Here comes Halloween 2's Michael Myers. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of MOE'S Toy Room, come from Myram Tours, and today we're going to take a look at from Trick or Treat Studios. Here comes Halloween 2's Michael Myers. This is a 1/6 scale deluxe version of it. Here you got it, the whole front. This figure is going to be about 12 inches tall. I don't think that I've ever unboxed anything this big on this channel yet. This might be a first, so I'm glad that it's this one because this figure is pretty awesome. All right, so from people who brought you Halloween, one more night, he came home. Folks, I don't know how true that is, but I believe both movies represent the same night. So you have Halloween night and then Jamie Lee Curtis goes to the hospital, which is this version, and Michael Myers is still after her in the same night. So that might be a bit of a mistake right there. All new. This is for ages 14 and up, and Trick or Treat Studios is throwing it down, folks. They are going big. Trick or Treat Studios is bringing to life a lot of action figures, and then dolls, well, figures, whatever you want to call these, the larger ones. You have Michael Myers. They have done the Terrifier. They've done Leatherface, which is not out yet, which will be coming out soon. They also did the one from Return of the Living Dead, that zombie right there, the Tar Man, and they did a few others. So, and there's more coming out, folks. So Trick or Treat Studios, if you've never went onto their website, check them out, Trick or Treat Studios. And I've also unboxed and reviewed a lot of their action figures here as well. You can look down in my library below. I've done everything from House of a Thousand Corpses to the Children of the Corn to Candy Corn to Haunt. Yeah, Trick or Treat Studios just throws it down. And also, let's not forget, I also unboxed and reviewed the action figure version of Art the Clown Terrifier. All right, so here you have the box right here. Looks real good, very large box, folks. So yeah, bear with me on this. Halloween 2, you got all the stuff right there. And then you got a picture of Michael Myers right there. Is this one Tony Moran, or, you know, who is this version that played this guy right here? Let me know in the comments down below. If you know your Halloween 2 your Halloween movies, you will know exactly who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. So Tony Moran was definitely one of them. So there you go. Right here, ages 14 and up, deluxe scale. All that goodness right there. Yeah, folks, leave it in the comments. Quiz, quiz, quiz. All right, Halloween 2, same thing. We're going to flip that box open. I don't know how good you can really see it, but yeah, there you go. You got some stuff right there. I will put it on the screen so that way you can freeze this if you'd like and you could read it. Okay. And then we have Michael Myers in package. This is very large, folks. Looks like he brings an alternate head. His crying eyes, Michael Myers, where he gets shot in the eyes and blood's coming out. I don't know if necessarily he got shot in the eyes, but I know blood was coming out of each eye hole. And he also has a pumpkin right there. Don't know if this one lights up. It very well might. Brings 4 alternate hands. That's not including the 2 that he has on. Looks like one hand has a scalpel already attached to it. Has real clothing. He has his syringe. He has a knife. And he also brings a hammer. Let's crack this baby open and welcome him to MOE'S Toy Room. All right, folks. First off, tail of the tape. Michael Myers is checking in slightly around 12¼ inches tall. Yeah, he's over the 12 inches mark, definitely. And he is very well slightly over, he's roughly about 31¼ centimeters. Okay, so this figure is amazing. I'm just going to say it. This is beautiful, and I have to own the first one. Buying them today, I know that there's 2 other alternates for the first one. For the first movie, you have the Sam Hain, which is the bloody variant, and you have the standard. Sam Hain's a little bit more difficult to get, but this figure is damn impressive. All right, so Trick or Treat Studios gave us, they got this, the hospital. So your Michael can definitely be like that. Okay. And if you were saying down in the comments, Tony Moran and Dick Warlock, are you right? Are you not right? We will see. If you know your trivia, folks, let me know in the comments. All right. So here you have Michael Myers standing on his own. It did not bring a stand. I'm a little disappointed that it didn't bring a stand. But this figure is so freaking awesome. Just saying. Gonna give it a turn. And then I'm gonna give you an up close as to, yeah, I got the feet position like that. That's how he came out the box, and I just stood him. And he came out the box like that, folks. And just stood. So, but I do want the stand because the stands that go to this guy are very, very nice. Now I'm going to back him up a little bit. Stretch him out. Okay. And they have they will hook from between the legs there and hold him up. But this Michael Myers is damn impressive. Look at that. Look at the eyes. The devil's eyes. So impressed with this. Okay. You know, there's a mask out there. It's called the Dick Warlock version of the mask. So if you were kind of guessing him, a lot of autograph sessions out there with the Tony Moran, folks. Let me know if you got one. All right. So Michael brings this pumpkin right here. Real cool, very big. One disappointment, though, it doesn't light up, and this is about all it's going to do. It does open, looks very good. If it would have lit up, this would have been perfect. If this thing lit up, right, like the NECA version does, the action figure. If this one lit up, and I like that it keeps together in there. If this one lit up and this beauty brung a stand, this figure would probably be perfect. So you got that. Let's see the top. Okay, so you have, here is one of the hands with the syringe already in it. Remember, right? And then he's swinging at her after she's done shot him in the eyes. Well, shot him. And then he also has, let's see here. We have some hands here. And these feel almost like skin. That's how detailed this is, folks. These feel like skin. Look at the nails. And there's something else here that's just going to blow your mind on the inside of those hands. My mind was blown when I took this out of the package, what I'm about to bring up. Here's the one he will definitely hold a knife or hold his hammer. Okay. Here is that hammer. Super sweet. Look at how that looks. Remember, this is the one he stuck in the security guard's head right in the beginning of the movie, folks. Remember, this was the one. So, yeah, very nice. Really big hammer. And then he brings that really big knife. All right, you guys know your trivia. When he grabbed this knife, okay, what was the lady in the kitchen doing at the time when he grabbed this knife? Okay, so he walks into an old lady's house, and her husband is in his lounge chair, and he's watching, I believe it might have been Night of the Living Dead or something. Let me know on that too in the comments. And he grabs a knife. Was it this one? And what was that lady doing? Look at the handle, and this is very sharp. Please do not leave this around children. Also, if you're a pet lover, period. Just period. Don't leave it around any pets anyway, either. All right, so here's the one that blew my mind. the syringe, okay? This just isn't any syringe. This beauty opens and closes. I could feel like some air coming out of there. So if anybody who's ever basted a turkey knows when you want to inject your turkey or inject any of your food, you might use one of these, but this was one that he had in the hospital that he stuck that doctor with. Remember, in front of the fish tank? But look at this. Who does this? Trick or Treat Studios did, baby. Yes, they did. All right, now here is his alternate head. Wow. This mask feels authentic. It feels like mask. That's how deep they went. You could see the devil's eyes in there. How deep they went with the detail on this figure. I am so impressed with this Michael Myers figure. And also in part 1, who was the original Michael Myers mask based on? He's a famous guy. He's very famous. Whose face is the original Michael Myers mask based on? You always hear me say it on the toy hunt every time I see him out there. Very nice. Look at that. All right. So our Michael tends to bring, okay, look at the chain that's over there on his jumpsuit. Look how the jumpsuit looks. Just all like, just blood all over it. Look, this thing even unzips, folks. I have to bring it somewhat close, but it will unzip. You can see that underneath right there. And then you could get it to, it could unzip more, and then you could get it to zip even more. And then you got to kind of pull his thing down a little bit, though, on his jumpsuit, okay? But Michael's a big boy, and then look at the shoes, the detail of the shoes. His hands with that real feel. All right, so it's review time, folks. Let's get this party started. Head, does he hit that Michael Myers? Oh yeah, only one person can do that correctly, and that's this guy right here. Hits that Michael Myers side to side. Obviously his head being on a ball joint, he can do that. Spin around, looks down, looks up very decently. So this is a big figure, folks, so bear with me here. I'm trying to fit it in the screen. So that's what I'm getting for his arms right there. His arms can go around if you wanted them to, but with the jumpsuit, it's kind of holding them. It's kind of hindering them, okay? And listen to this. Look at this, folks. It looks like he has like a butterfly joint in there. Gets that shoulder to move up and down, forward and back. Just insane. How did they do that? All right. So on the inside here, it looks like he also has bicep swivel. Both arms. All right, folks, are you ready for this? This is a 12-inch figure. Double jointed elbows. He has the extender there. This is the part where he's like holding his eyes. Like, what'd you do? Right? After she shot him, and he just looks up and he pulls his hands down, and he has blood coming out down his mask. All right. So right here at the top area, this is one solid piece, so nothing there. But he does have swivel hip rotation, well, swivel rotation at the waist, okay? And then if you want your Michael to run, that's about where you're going to get there. So you could probably do a better job, too, if you really wanted to. I'm doing the best I can, folks. So hips don't lie. They move very good. Like, no effort at all to do this. It just does it. Okay? And then he also has double jointed knees. Okay? Look at the boots. Incredible. All right? Double jointed knees. And then as far as the boots go, there you go. That's what his boots look like. And then they do move somewhat. So, but yeah, that's about what we're getting. from our Michael Myers. All right, folks, so here's our Michael with his alternate hands on. That's how he looks there. These hands are more like this. So, yeah, you could get some things going on with this figure. This figure is just impressive. From the collar all the way down to the snap at the top right here where the collar would snap together. They put that there. From the actual zipper to the pockets. This figure is impressive. So here is our Michael with hammer in hand and alternate hand to hold the hammer. That is exactly how he would have held that in that moment of time in that movie, in the beginning of the movie, when he cracked that security guard right over the head, because he did it with the finger part, like with the claw part, and just smacked that thing right in his head and just stuck him. That would have been exactly how he would have held it. All right, so here's our Michael with the same hand when he grabbed that knife, and that was how he grabbed it. But I was hoping that he would actually have held the knife a lot better. But what I did was I kind of wedged it between his fingers, like these areas of the fingertips, and here for him to really grab a grip of it. So if you have yours, that's how you're going to get him to hold it. But he will hold it. All right, so I didn't think that he was going to be able to hold that syringe, and he holds it beautifully. He actually holds the syringe better than he does that knife. Yeah, so this is our Michael right here. So here's our Michael with the scalpel alternate hand on. I replaced the left hand over here with the hand where he would look like, you know, he just got shot in the face and he's got the blood tears coming down. This is also the blood tears alternate head that our Michael is wearing right here. What do you guys think? I think that this figure is just beautiful. I could drop the pants leg more and really pull that down, but we all know that Michael was wearing floods in that movie. So Trick or Treat Studios really captured the essence of this character through this figure, doll, whatever you want to call it. Folks, get on. If you love Michael Myers, this is probably one of the best Michael Myers I have unboxed. And it's right up there with my Mezco 112 scale. Yeah, this figure is impressive. All right, so I left him here in one of my favorite poses that Michael Myers did from the original Halloween. This is a version, Nick Castle version, where he just steps back and admires his work on the wall after he stuck that dude to the wall. And that was the pivotal moment that made this character and brought the character to life. When he stuck him to the wall, he stepped back and he looked at his work and moved his head from side to side. All right, folks, so that'll do it from Moe's Tour Room to yours on Trick or Treat Studios Deluxe version 1/6 scale Halloween 2 Michael Myers. This is for ages 14 and up. I will repeat it one more time. Not intended for children. If you're a collector of Michael Myers, this is a must-have for any Michael Myers collection, any horror movie collection, period. Trick or Treat Studios is on the map, definitely. All right, folks, so please like, comment, share, subscribe. Till the next video, from Moe's Tour Room to yours, everyone. Good night.